Could it be? Could it be my agent? Hello? No, I don't need any medication. Thank you. One day, Stephen, we shall make a film together, and it'll be beautiful. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is David Neyts, and welcome to my channel. Today's topic is why actors should always create their own projects. Well, it's simple. We're not in the 1970s, we're not in the 1980s, and basically an actor has to take on their own career. They have to create their own career. We're in an age where there's multimedia, there's YouTube, there's so many venues where you can do your own projects, so why wait for your agent? Back in the days, you didn't really have a choice. Buying a camera was impossible. Everything was on film. Nowadays, you can buy a camera for just a couple $100 and you can make your own film. I remember back in 2000 when I first did my first short film, I didn't have a camera. I had to go to my friend, get a camera from him, and the thing that he gave me was this big and it had VHS tapes in it. And then later on we upgraded to something that was called High 8, which was kind of like a VHS tape but smaller, and the colors were crap. We didn't have a choice. Everything was interlaced. And if you don't know, film shoots in progressive, which is basically this whole film look that people talk about. We weren't able to create that back in the day, but nowadays with DSLR, we can have beautiful 1080p, 4K, 8K if you have a lot of money, but everything's progressive. Everything looks almost like film. And if you're an actor and you're just waiting for your agent to call you, well, it's not just gonna happen with an audition. You're wasting your time. For example, I moved from Belgium 20 years ago, and rent here in LA is super expensive. It's super hard as an immigrant to come here in America. And if you're from another state, it's the same thing. You're gonna have to get a job, you're gonna have to get rent, you're gonna have to get a car, and you're also gonna have to find an agent. And trust me, that's gonna take a lot of time. I've done hundreds and literally hundreds of submissions on computers, by mail, and even going in person. And sometimes they're not even gonna answer you. And let me tell you this too about agents. Basically, I have an agent, I have a manager, I've had multiple agents over time, but they're just simply not giving you the right auditions because, well, realistically speaking, if you're a nobody, they're gonna be nobodies too, basically. They're gonna be simple agents that don't have a lot of pull. They're not gonna be able to get you auditions for big shows. They're going to get you auditions for little corporate videos, or they're going to get you auditions for spec commercials or student films. And I guess it's cool. If you're 18 years old, you're basically starting, get one of these agents because they're at least going to get you some form of work. But don't limit yourself to that. You have to create your own projects. You have to be proactive with your own career. Basically, what that means is if you're not getting any auditions, if your agents are not getting you out to the places that you want to be at, well, guess what? Join an acting class. Take some classes. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to learn a lot of things because even if you think that you're a good actor, you might have been a great actor where you came from, but this is Hollywood. This is the big leagues. Let me tell you, when I first came here to America, I thought I was such a big hotshot in martial arts. I thought I was so good just because in Belgium, well, the level wasn't that great. And then I came here to America and I was like, holy crap, people are really, really good, like Olympic level good. And how am I gonna be able to compete with that? So what did I do? I joined a gymnastics club. I learned more about gymnastics. I stretched, I got better. And then I got to a level which I thought was good to get some actual roles, to get into the audition room. Because the thing is, once again, people are good. People are super good. If you think you're good, there's always going to be somebody that's better. So you have to be the creme de la creme, the best of the best. So join a class, meet people, do projects for other people too, act with them. Always say yes, because that's the best way to make connections. But that comes back to the point of why you should create your own projects. Because if you're waiting for other people to give you roles, well, you might not get the roles that you want. you're going to get the roles that people cast you in. And of course, this is Hollywood. You have to look a certain way, and you're going to get cast depending on what your look is. But you can also change your look. If, for example, you prefer to do heavy metal band rock star look, well, grow your hair long, because they need to see that you are that character when you come in the room. But again, create your own projects if you want to create your own characters. And at the same time, if you're going to be acting in somebody else's project, maybe they don't know what they're doing. Maybe their camera work is going to be bad. Maybe your shots are going to be out of focus. The sound's going to be crap. Maybe you're not even going to get the movie ever because they never actually edited it. And that's the risk you're taking when you're acting in other people's projects. And also at the same time, I think that by being on set with other people that are learning, you're actually learning too. But then once you learn a little bit about cameras, I would just say, grab anything. If you can't afford a camera, grab your cell phone. If you can afford a cheap camera, get a small camera and start making films. Start doing stuff that is not going to take you 10 million days to edit or 10,000 actors. Just get a camera, write a 2-3 page script and shoot it. Edit it with whatever means you have. If you have a crappy computer, do it with whatever you have. There's a lot of free software on the internet that can let you edit. And another reason that you may want to collaborate with people is that, once again, you're going to make friends. And guess what? If you do a favor for them, they will do a favor for you, which means that they will hold your camera. They will hold your boom mic. They might actually show you some ropes about editing. And sometimes, you know what I've also learned is that I've actually worked with people who are really, really talented with their camera work and stuff like that, but they suck at editing and completing their project. Yet, if you ask them to come on your set and film for you, they're going to do a stupendous job. You just have to get the footage and edit it yourself or find somebody else that's going to actually do it, because they're not people who can actually complete stuff. But if you're watching this channel, you're actually trying to be successful and complete stuff and to actually get your career going. And guess what? Now that you've created your own projects, well, you can submit them to film festivals. You can show them on YouTube. You can submit them to agents. And you know what? If they like it, if they actually see some potential in it, they might actually cast you in something. And that's creating your own career. Let me tell you this story. My first job that I got was on Craigslist. I saw this little advert about seeking a stunt coordinator for this film. And I was like, okay, yeah, why not? Let me submit my little demo reel. And they loved it. They called me in. They said, we want to see you at the studio. I talked to them for 20 minutes and I was like, oh, you know what? I just got out of college. Probably not going to book it. It's my little demo reel. But 20 minutes later, I got a call. They booked me for 10 days. This movie was $1 million. I didn't make $1 million, but just being on a big budget film for me at the time was just amazing. And I got it through a demo reel. So if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like. It really, really helps this video get it boosted, get it shared to as many people as possible. And I'm really having a lot of fun doing this. See you next time.